difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On play action, Locke. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's third down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Block now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 34.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The 49-yard line.
Darnold on first down. That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense with his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
Darnold completes it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. A good gain of 9 on first down.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's good.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism.
And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's...
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the toss to Bell running right. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Here's Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The give is to Bell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Darnold. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Locke gonna throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They said he's not going to sniff the first down here.
As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 27, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his... Guys will get the football back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Darnold down to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
A give to Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3 on the play. First down, Broncos.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Gordon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Now to the air. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now Lock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
That's a 5-yard line.
The kick by McManus is good. And it's now 13-8. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
From the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. Here's Locke back near his goal line. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
This is the tight end, Fant. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They fake the handoff. Now Locke rolling to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Pierre Desir. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
A.J. Boye on the coverage.
To throw is Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. And he finds his man Griffin. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's set. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
So how many different ways can we say that Von Miller is an absolute nightmare to prepare for any offense? An absolute dominant force.
And he's going to go down again. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
One last throw now for Darnold. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Now for the point after.
Extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 20. Jets 15.
So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2.